What's up, Ned heads? Welcome back to another episode of the Ned's Declassified podcast. As always, it's your boy Jacob, and here with me I've got
this is Kirk.
My boy Kirk.
Yo, recording again over Discord, but it has not been so long of a time as the last recording.
No,
it's more
not
recent.
nearly. I think it's been a week.
Yes, just getting back into the kind of swing of things here. Had to adjust the light up there a little bit. It was a little hot on me right here down here, but yeah.
But yeah, I think off the top I gotta say, like you were saying right when we finished watching, better eps.
It's just a return to form.
It is a return to form. But I will say there is some controversy going on here with the what order we're supposed to be watching these in. Because, as always, we are air day. That's our thing. But
right.
It's possible that isn't true. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like, I guess it is debatable. It's like, what do you think is true? What do you think? Is it based on what the showrunners decided originally? Is it the air date, what we've chosen to be our gospel? Is it is it what IMDb says?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it what the
are we choosing?
Is it what order they shot the episode in?
Like us choosing the air date, is that us choosing the big wig side of it where they didn't care about the story and they just released episodes at random?
I mean,
because sometimes that's what it feels like.
Right, are we not doing the showrunner justice by doing it in the order of canonical, true writer? What did the writer want to come next? That's the question. That's the real question.
That's what I want to know.
I do want to know.
But we'll never know. I don't think there's any definitive knowledge of it. There's who are the Nedhead experts out there that can help us out?
Some inside baseball. So what episode was this again on IMDb? It's episode 8.
This was IMDb. Episode 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching it as 4, right? As episode 4.
Yes. No. Episode 4 of season 3. Dismissal, school play. The content of this episode that we watched. Now, again, it's debatable. Yes. Is this the right next episode to watch? We don't want to spend too much time on it because it's what the fuck are you going to do? This is the fucking episode that we watched.
There's nothing we can.
This is the one that we're going to goddamn talk about. All right. So.
Yeah. If they didn't fuck it up to begin with, we wouldn't be in this scenario.
Jake, do you have the original air date of this episode?
It was the 21st of October, I believe. /22nd, because it says 2 different dates on either Amazon or IMDb.
What year? Do you know?
Let me see. No, I don't know.
I just want to put us there. Just
2006. 2006.
Bro, it was almost Halloween. Fucking imagine where you were Halloween
they didn't
2006. Care. No, you personally.
Oh, well, I was in 6th grade. I just started 6th grade.
I'm sure that was a goddamn good Halloween. That's my point. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably went trick or treating.
Yeah, it rules. What else are you gonna do? That's the only thing to do.
Yeah, I got a shitload of candy probably.
Yeah, there was a weird fucked up edit on the intro of this that we both noticed.
Yeah, it was definitely incorrect.
I think that's probably more like an Amazon glitch than anything. Probably, to be fair.
You think so?
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, why would that just be in the Amazon glitch? Amazon cut.
I guess that
seems like it was just wrong because it accidentally cut to the school for a couple of frames before it was supposed to. It was supposed to just transition from the credits to the whoosh, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, But there was a couple of frames of the first shot where it's the outside of the school.
It was like a digital glitch is what happened.
I mean, maybe it was Amazon.
But it happened for both of us, though, which is...
It did. So, it happened for both of us. What can you say on that?
Yeah. But,
so first part's Dismissal.
We can kind of get into the episode now, yeah. Dismissal.
Yeah, because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not going to get any answers.
What are you drinking right
now? I was drinking a classic that I buy all the time, the J-Dubs Brewing Passion Wheat.
That is a classic of yours.
But... now I'm drinking one of the Three Daughters Juicy Pale Ale, which I had, I'm trying. These are some reserves I've had in the fridge for a while that I'm going through.
It's always good to reach those reserves.
Yeah.
I've got
What about you?
I've got a Mezcal Negroni here. So that's
nice. And the classic glass.
Vintage. Very nice.
How long have those glasses been in the family?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're from my grandmother or my great-grandmother, but I think it's either one of those. It's got to be.
For all the listeners out there who don't watch the video podcast aspect of it, that is on YouTube, by the way, in case you want to watch it on youtube.com/c/harborboys. He's got a nice little leopard print glass
Got a couple
that we
of them.
had in college that was passed down from his family, from somebody.
I've just had them as long as I remember. So, but yeah, this is just equal parts mezcal, sweet vermouth, Campari.
Nice.
A little bit of garnish of
Next
orange
time you're
juice.
over, we'll have to make some mixed drinks because I've got
I gotta
triple
bring
sec
you
and shit here now.
Okay, because I was gonna say I gotta bring you some stuff anyway, just to housewarm. But yeah, the dismissal bell, that is an exciting sound to hear as a child, as a youth.
Yes. And they have it as a straight up 24 style countdown. You know, like the TV show 24, where like it always had the countdown in the corner of it. I didn't watch it, but I know that was a thing.
I think they've done that before.
They do that in this episode.
They've done the countdown.
I think
mechanism.
they did too. Did they do it in a different episode?
I think it was the end of the day too. I think it was the same exact.
For all you netheads out there, go back to that
Wasn't
episode.
it?
It was essentially the same premise, different
Wasn't
name
it, though?
probably.
It was buses though at that time. I think was the thing.
Yeah, I want to say end of season 1 is
Cookie
when it
like gives a
happens.
tour of the school after hours. Like
Yes.
yeah, it's
The
a whole-
Cookie After Hours tour.
Yeah.
Hold on. Like, that was when Cookie used to have personas. He apparently got rid of that
Maybe he's
aspect
on
of his life.
medication now. He's like less schizophrenic now.
I want it back. I want the personas back. I mentioned this
I know.
last time. Bring me back P. Cookie.
Yes. Ned anticipates exactly 11 hours from the dismissal bell to the last fucking closing of the school bus. That's
Yes.
very exact. That's very exact timing. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if that's plausible or true.
Well, he's got it down.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't remember, like, you know, he's a tipster, so, like, he has to have it down. He's got theories. He's got fucking different, things going on.
We do get into his theories, that's nice.
But yeah, I don't really remember there being a specific time, like amount of time I needed to get to the bus, but I only took a bus in elementary school, so I really do not remember.
Yeah, because you lived in high school completely 5 minutes walk, not even from the school.
Yeah, and then in middle school, I was in a weird in-between amount of area where I couldn't get a bus because I was too close, but it was too far to walk,
They're
so
like
my mom had to, like, carpool us.
They're like a whatever-year-old kid can walk that amount of distance. In the
It was
morning.
kind of far for a kid to walk.
It's like a mile and like it's like, well, your grandpa would have walked.
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I could walk it now, but, like, as a kid, it seems like a lot.
They gotta harden these kids
I guess my
up.
mom should have just told me to get a bike, you know. A
should've-
bike ride, it wasn't bad at
She
all.
should have told you to just get stronger. Walk it, Jake.
Fucking get big, Jake.
I used to walk through the snow. No. She grew up in Florida too.
And this
But
is
yeah.
also where we get to see Mr. Quest
Yes.
as
that
the
was
bus
exciting.
driver finally. The prophecy had been foretold by you, Kirk.
I knew it. I remembered it and I was correct.
Yes, you were.
And it's exciting.
Right when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, it's happened. And it's out of nowhere. It makes me think that there's an episode in between. Something has to happen. Maybe nothing happens because the show essentially, a lot of the time nothing makes
from
sense.
Being the tech guy at the school.
He should have been fired long ago. He should have been fired in that first episode he was introduced in.
I don't think that we see him getting fired. I think that that's off screen for sure.
You think that's off screen?
I
They
think
just
that's world
essentially
building.
transferred over the character?
I think that seeing him now as the bus driver, that's pure world building. And we're supposed to intuit that he was fired
Yeah, well,
and then became the bus driver.
I don't know. It just seems like it's so random. Why the fuck is
Or we
Mr.
just-
Quest the bus driver?
Maybe
now?
we just forget that he used to be the computer teacher and he's just Mr. Quest.
I think that's what they wanted. I
Yes.
think they wanted us to forget who exactly he was.
he's just some weird guy. He's just some weird.
They just
eccentric guy.
they wanted a memorable face. They wanted a memorable face to be able to put in a position in this episode.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And they couldn't do it to Chop Saw, or Durga. They had to do it to somebody who is like,
Can I ask?
second rate.
Can I ask what in the fuck happened to Chop Saw? Where's he been at?
Can I ask what in the fuck happened to Mr. Monroe?
What happened to Krubs? Excuse me? What happened to Krubs?
Well, Mr. Krubs is gonna be. He'll be back, but I'm worried about the other two.
I miss him. When Krubs is not in an episode, I miss him for sure.
I know. 2 episodes in a row now. 2 episodes in a row. No Krubs.
Yeah.
And it's been, this episode was good, but
it was pretty good. It was. Ned suggests, that you handle your business, so you're gonna want to piss and shit if you can before getting on the school bus.
Yeah.
And if you're a woman, if you're a lady girl, you're gonna be in a line. Okay.
Yeah. They really exaggerate that line. It doesn't move for 11 minutes straight. Like it really plays on the fact that like women take longer in the bathroom.
And it could be for any number of reasons. All right, we're not gonna. That'd be crass to get into that. To be frank.
That would be crass, wouldn't it?
But basically, the women always take longer in the bathroom. The men are flying in and out of the bathroom. It's fucking nuts.
They do the gag where like every single time a guy walks in, when the door swings closed enough to where you don't see them anymore, they walk out. It's just an in and out, and then they're so satisfied. They always toss a paper towel behind them. They're like, oh,
yeah.
Which I understand that. Every now and again you have that pee where you have the big exhale.
I know, but they haven't even been drinking. That's just pure water piss.
Yeah,
maybe juice, maybe soda. Probably a lot of soda.
That's sun kiss.
That's Kool-Aid.
What the hell is it called? No. Kool-Aid. That's Capri Sun, dude.
Thick piss.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
But that's, like you said, that's basically the kind of hinge point of Moze's kind of character's arc of the episode.
That's her whole storyline.
Getting over the line at the women's bathroom.
Yeah, which she tries a couple of different, methods to get over it.
We can handle her
line. Yeah,
let's
explain her storyline. It's pretty small. It's pretty short. She tries to essentially disguise herself as a boy to be able to get in the men's room.
Always the default manly disguise is, for some reason,
she dresses up like a greaser.
It's a biker, yeah.
Oh yeah, well it is a biker, not a greaser. It is a biker, yeah. Distinctly different.
All leather pants and jacket.
A bandana. I think the distinctness is the bandana instead of slicked back hair,
That's to disguise because she has long hair and a ponytail.
Yes, but you can still see that she is a woman from the shirt.
I mean, from her face, you can tell you're looking at a young...
You can tell well, she does put 5 o'clock shadow on her face.
You're right. That's a good disguise.
Which is shocking for a supposed middle schooler.
That was
I don't know about you, but I was smooth-faced until I was 21.
Not only that, she threw that disguise together in minutes, if seconds. If not seconds.
Yes.
So, but yeah, she gets in there. She gets called out, right? Isn't that what happens immediately?
Yeah, because Cookie spots her. Cookie's in the fetal position.
Yes, that's right.
For something we'll get into later. So he's in the fetal position, and he immediately is like, Moze, and then everybody's like, girl, and the guy right next to her just points right in her face, girl.
It's not a realistic reaction. It's not what would happen in real life, but it's what happens in the show. It's fine. You think that's what would happen?
In real life,
you think it would be a wig out like that?
I don't think people would have shouted at her. No, I don't think so.
It was extreme, to be dramatic and theatrical, obviously.
Yeah. And then when she gets kicked out, she's basically like, because the girls start laughing at her, and she's like, "Oh, you fucking like waiting in lines? You guys, I'm trying to fucking hurry up. They can compete whenever they want."
Exactly. She becomes like a Joan of Arc.
She's like the Joan of Arc.
Yes, exactly. She leads the revolution, and they storm the men's bathroom.
That's nice. We were on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, they full on storm it. They kick everybody out of there. They come up on the urinal. They're like, we got to get to the stall. And then their forms...
Yeah, can't use that. I mean, I guess they could have. They could have,
shot it at the stall.
Squat over it?
Yeah, then they form a queue.
Yeah, there's still a line. And those people that are waiting in line, no shot they have enough time to be able to use the bathroom and
that
leave.
Minute has passed. As the countdown... I don't remember if the countdown
because by the time they were there, it was at 1 minute. Less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
And the countdown at some point stopped.
Well, it stopped when he's pulling the door closed because they were at 1 second, and it took him way longer than 1 second to get in the bus.
That might be like one of those Inception time, like.
Yeah, I think it was like a slow motion type deal, you know.
But yeah. So that was Moze's storyline. That was Moze's storyline. Moving on to Cook's storyline.
Yes, yeah, the Cook storyline. So he is a man who enjoys to get to the bus early. Mm-hmm. And enjoy himself.
His personal time. A little bit of wind down.
I kind of dig it. I feel like that was me. I would get on the bus and just let's relax.
You can get into your if you have. In middle school, I still had a flip phone, so it didn't have any capabilities beyond being just a phone that you can text with.
Yeah. I guess, honestly, I'm just thinking of getting on the bus in college because that's the only bus time I really remember.
Ooh, true.
And I would just get on there and just have headphones on and just, like, kind of sit there, you know?
Yeah, the buses in Gainesville take some time during those peak hours of the day.
And they're packed, jam-packed like you're in a different country. Like, not even...
It's true. It's true.
Like you're taking, like, a bus in, like, New Delhi or something.
The traffic here right now, it's really so bad the past... I'm really noticing it... Does
Gainesville need to step up their transportation game?
I don't know what we can do. We got to get more lanes everywhere.
More lanes? That can't be the answer.
Period. More lanes. Can I get another lane?
6 lanes on each side.
But basically, yeah, the bus is kind of Cookie's happy place. He like goes there. He meditates. It's his third place.
Yeah. He's having an inner monologue the whole time, and he's so expressive.
A few times we cut back to Cookie.
Yeah.
Enjoying him.
Like, they must have been playing it over the speakers on set, like the set speakers were playing, and he's just, like, real-time reacting to the things that he himself said in the booth.
Yes, he's like...
it was really good.
The air feels cool now. There's a flower.
Yeah.
It's that kind of shit.
He every single it's like every single thing he sees he has like a
train
mental
of consciousness
reaction to it.
Really stream of consciousness. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Evelyn Kwong, that becomes an intertwined.
How does he get off the bus? He goes to get a book, right? He Corley alerts
Coconut Head
alerts everybody that there's going to be a science quiz.
Oh right, because the first thing, so Coconut Head gets ran over twice. He gets ran over the first time by the girls.
And this is the first time he's been run over, mind you.
He's a man that gets run over.
And he enjoys it.
That's his thing.
He enjoys it.
Well, he doesn't not enjoy it.
I think he puts himself in those positions.
Was he the one that liked the huge crew? Was that him?
He's the one that wasn't mad about the huge crew.
Or was that Curly?
They're very similar. I don't remember. Head, I can't really for sure 100% say which one it was. Between the
Net
two
heads in the nation, let us know. I'm almost positive it was Coconut Head.
Go back.
The notes, we need to take better notes.
Check the lore.
Check the lore. We've spoken about it.
My notes are paper. I would have to flip through pages.
The gospel is there. So are mine. My notes are paper as shit.
But
yes.
Either way, someone gets trampled. I think you're right. I think it's Coconut Head.
It's Coco, yeah.
He informs that the whole bus of students that fucking science teacher... Why can't I remember the name in these moments?
What's his name? Sweeney.
Sweeney's doing a pop quiz.
Took me a second, too.
How Coconut Head got the pop quiz tip?
Listen, he's got the dirt, all right?
Did he suck Sweeney's
You think he doesn't
dick?
have the dirt? I think he's got his weaselly ways.
He's the VP.
He's the Corley. No, Corley's VP. Coconut Head does not have any powers.
You're right.
Corley is VP.
But Coconut Head and Corley
uses the weasel as a puppet.
You're right. Coconut Head and Corley are tight though, right? For sure.
I think Coconut Head might have been. No, he wasn't treasurer. That was Lisa.
Lisa, right.
Lisa's treasurer. I don't know what Coconut. Maybe he doesn't have a role in power, but he's definitely. Maybe he's a lobbyist. He lobbies for different things.
He's a court unit.
That could be. But yeah, he shows up and he alerts everyone, and everybody tramples him again.
He's like, "There's still time to get your science books.
It sets Cookie on a path of destruction.
Yes.
And he's not used to this chaos at the end of the day.
Exactly. And then he crosses paths, like you said, with Evelyn Kwan, his arch nemesis,
Yeah.
who will refuse to let the truce stay.
Yeah, because he set the truce. He's like, listen, you lost. In the last episode, we saw it. He said, you lost. That's fair game, fair square.
Yeah, he said 1 round. This ain't a fucking best of 3.
This ain't a Grand Prix. We're not gonna keep going.
Yes, this isn't the Triple Crown.
This isn't fucking Mario Kart. We're not gonna keep going around, dude.
Yeah, it's one and done. He's on to the next thing. But anyway, we predicted.
Well, it's because he's got the attention span of a squirrel. You can see that when he's fucking thinking about different things on his inner monologue.
That's how he's able to continue growing. Evelyn Kwan has feelings toward Cook, and we fucking called it out last episode.
We did.
Was it last episode?
Yeah, we called it. Yeah, it was last episode. That was the first episode
correct
you ever.
then, bro.
Air date. You know, we've said it.
We have to believe in it.
I'm still scared that it's not true, though.
It's valid.
Fuck it, though. At this point, we're just gonna keep going by it, and it is what it is.
It's a little bit of math work. It's a little bit of extra legwork.
I do math every episode.
We have to do the work every episode to make sure we're doing.
We put in the work. But yeah, so they so Cook goes to his locker and grabs his science textbook, and he's like, "All right, easy peasy. I've got like what? It's like 6-7 minutes left to get back to the bus. Like no big deal." Yeah. And then he turns around, tries to run, and Evelyn Kwong's right there. They kiss.
True. He runs into her mouth.
Accidental, but yeah, they. You ever just fall lip to lip with someone?
You just suck into the.
It was like 2 magnets going together. Like it was just gonna happen.
Yeah. And then
they freak out.
Well, he takes it like this was a mistake. She takes it like you want me.
Yeah, she was pissed though. She was upset.
Was she?
At first,
I think that
before we find out true motives.
She's like reverse psychologying him. That's her way to try and win him over. She's negging Cook in a weird way by like being like I'm better than you. Like it's a very strange dynamic, to be honest. I feel
it is weird, but it is very like schoolyard behavior. It is very it makes sense.
True,
it makes sense.
No, you're right. Yeah, so they kind of go on back and forth. They chase around the school like a squirrel, like a couple of squirrels.
Yeah, she's blocking him off at the stairs because he can't. Actually, well, first he runs to the bathroom. That's where he sees Moze.
Yes,
and
exactly.
then Backpack Kid comes in. There's like at this point, there's a couple of minutes left to get back to the bus. It's not looking good. Looking good. And Backpack Kid, he pays him what, $1.50.
Just to like swap places with him and change his clothes and shit.
Yeah, it's not much. It's
Cookie
not much
puts
cash.
his clothes on,
even though
they're real small on.
Backpack Kid asks him for, he says greenbacks. He said dead presidents, and he says something else.
He gives him $1.30 or something. It's like not a lot of money at all.
There wasn't even any change in the cash he handed over.
It didn't make any sense. It didn't, because he did say it was like here's $1.14, or it was something. It was something preposterous like that. Crumpled, shitty money thrown into the palm of Backpack Kid.
Money you don't want. Money that's clearly filthy. You launch it.
Hey man, the dead presidents.
That's a great way to refer to money. Dead presidents.
It's a good Jay-Z song. But yeah, he throws
on...
I
assume that's what Backpack Kid was referencing.
Cookie throws on Backpack Kid's threads. Much too small on him.
Capris in a tight t-shirt.
Several inches too short of an inseam, and yes, the shirt very tight.
Yes. Yeah,
the boy's
and he
large.
Escapes a little bit.
Not even. Boy's
he escapes
medium.
a little bit. Yeah, because it's not boxy and wide enough to be a boy's large.
As freshmen in high school, get away with boys large.
Maybe.
We would joke about it.
I feel like I still couldn't. I mean, I wore it for like the videos, but that's about it.
Can I get a boys large, please?
The husky fit.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't talked about Ned's arc much.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
so Ned, so Cook, well, actually, maybe we should skip over to Ned's because Cook's come to a crux when like they start escaping. Yeah. So Ned, listen, Ned's arc is that basically Suzie moves in and they're sharing a locker.
It's true. They do share a locker, which is a really weird thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say if it was normal or not because I never had a girlfriend in high school. So.
That's true also, and I also didn't use my locker much in high school.
I used my locker the first 2 grades, and then the second 2 grades not as much.
Dual enrollment.
Yeah, that and just stop. I don't need this stuff. You're not caring. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going on.
Right, exactly. But Suzie is like, kind of coming on to him strong, we'll say.
Yeah, well, I mean they're dating at this point, so
True. And we know from her history with Loomer that she comes on strong in relationships in general.
She does. Yeah, that she kind of likes to take over a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when she made Billy all clean cut?
She completely changed his personality, I feel.
She
still
destroyed him as a human. He'll never be the same.
Right.
We do finally get a little bit of Billy action in the next episode, though.
Billy. Yes.
A bit.
A little
Just
bit.
a tiny bit.
Tiny
with
bit.
Buzz.
Yes.
Yeah, so
they meet
has
at
moved
snack
in with
area.
him, and he can't find any of his shit.
Can we address snack area? That thing she said?
That's what they call the outside zone.
The courtyard we've been calling it, I think, in the show.
It's the courtyard. Yes.
That's
exactly
area.
what it is.
It's where the food machines are, the vending machines are.
Yeah, where you find the vending machines,
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good name for it.
It is a good name for it.
We were in snack
but
area.
that is where they had their miscommunication of agreeing on the shared locker space.
Susie's like, I'm moving in.
Because we see 2 different flashbacks.
Yes.
We see 2 different flashbacks. One, Susie's, where like he's 100% on board. He's like, hell yeah, that sounds great. And then in Ned's flashback, he spits out his juice and is like, no shot, basically.
Classic. Classic 2 minds.
Yep.
What else can you say?
2 minds don't think alike.
Right, exactly. After that, Suzie moves to the locker. Ned has a bunch of plush, stuffed animals in the locker. He fucking rips those shits off. He puts them on the floor. Whap.
Yeah, he does. He does flap them on the floor because he's livid. He can't find his fucking dumbass notes.
And we'll say that's a result, basically, of Gordy's advice to just be a man.
Gordy does say, be a man.
Because Ned obviously goes to Gordy for his relationship and life advice. As who else is he going to go to?
Yeah, which is, well, he can't go to his dad. Gordy is his dad.
We're pretty sure of that.
40 Gordy.
The math checks out, in other words.
The math does check out.
He's the correct age of dad to be of Ned.
Yeah, so Ned is trying to follow this advice, and he basically, every time he tries to follow this kind of dog shit advice, he ends up fucking shit up with Suzie.
Yeah, because Suzie wants different answers than what Gordy is able to give. She wants different. She wants a different person than what Gordy would be able to. The Ned that Gordy can shape is not the Ned that Suzie wants or deserves, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yeah, I think we could for sure say that.
So Ned deserves to be a better person than Gordy is teaching him to be, but Gordy is only as good of a person as he is. So he's only able to give the advice that he's able to give.
Gordy doesn't know any better.
He doesn't. How could he?
He doesn't.
It's not his fault.
Gordy has a trash song that he makes. What was it again? We stopped and re-listened to it again.
Yeah, I made a stop. He goes out to the trash. He's like going out to the dumpster. What is it? He's like fucking go to bathroom time. We've been talking about this real out of order, so it's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah, we have. Well, we've been going storyline by storyline.
He's making a run to the dumpster. Basically, is what Gordy's doing. Going to the dumpster.
Yes. I thought you wrote it down.
I wrote it down, but
we
I'm
stopped and went back.
Going to the dumpster. I don't remember how he was singing, but the melody.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's good.
That is good though, because I don't know if anybody's ever had a job where you have to take trash out. You kind of just have to do it. You got to go to the dumpster.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I had to do that when I worked at Chick-fil-A. You threw out, the trash in the dumpster.
Yep.
It sucked.
Sometimes, did you ever run into the dumpster people? Or that's their...
What do you mean?
Or that's their domain? Like
a garbage man, or do you mean like some sort of
like
homeless vagabond hanging out with the trash?
No, like where that's your job.
No, I never saw the waste management.
Because like at the rights union, we would go down to the basement, and outside there would be the people that handle that shit outside full time. Those custodian people, that's their life. But
oh yeah.
But yeah, anybody, I wrote down girl piss versus man versus.
What did you write down?
Girl burp. Oh my god, girl piss versus man piss is what I wrote.
Explain, yeah. Let's expand on that.
There's always a goddamn line at the girls' bathroom. The show talks about.
That's in the last episode, bitch. Or no, we're still in the first episode. Shit. Okay, we gotta finish this first episode. Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't realize. Okay, so they get on the bus and Evelyn kisses Cook and they run out with him and Ned makes up with Suzie.
She doesn't kiss him on the bus. She kisses him in the halls of the school.
Yeah, to get past to the bus.
Yeah.
And Ned and Suzie make up. They're fine. They whatever. They share a locker, I guess now. They have two lockers, a vacation and a regular locker.
Okay, yes, that was like the half solution that they came up with to keep the romantic spark alive.
Yes.
That's fair.
So what are you giving this episode out of 10? I didn't realize we were still in the first episode there for a second.
Oh man, I guess I'm gonna give it like the last thing was the last thing that does happen is the Mr. Quest closes the bus door.
Yeah, the door.
And he closes it with
it's got a good mechanism.
That's what I wanted to just address, the mechanism of closing a school bus door.
Yeah.
A yellow bus door.
It's
done. No one's
There's like 1,000 different things that come across and close.
You've sealed all the aliens. You've sealed all the bad actors out. Nothing but purity.
Yeah, I remember, dude. I remember being on the bus in college, and like when people would like barely miss the bus, they like are trying to get in. The bus driver, they won't look at them. They just won't look. They're like they're hitting the door. The bus driver refuses to let them on. They just take off.
Yeah, that's not good.
It was always so sad. It was always so fucked up.
I think
you hated to see it every time.
I think I'm gonna give this half a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. I think
That's like where I'm at right now.
I think I'm pretty near you. I think I'm gonna go a 7 out of 10.
That's very
7
fair.
out of 10.
That's very fair.
Just because the ideas for sure have been done before already on this very same show.
It does feel like a little bit like some retreaded territory.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but I don't think the writer's room was at their strongest
Last
that day.
episode that we watched and reviewed, that was worse. For sure.
That was bad. Well, that was a bad episode.
That's what we said. We both said it.
All right, now part 2. School plays. Featuring Corbin Bleu.
Cordon Bleu.
Cordon Bleu himself. The man of High School Musical.
Yeah, big afro.
Which I've seen the first one.
Caramel complexion,
now.
the whole thing. The whole 9 yards. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Have you seen any of those movies?
Not in a long time, but I think I've seen like you said, maybe 1 and 2 I think I've seen, but not.
There's a third.
I haven't seen the third one, not all the way through, I don't think.
I've only seen the first one, and that was very recently. This year, in fact, was the first time I ever watched it with Abby. We watched it, and it was not good.
No, right. I mean, it's children's television of a degree, basically.
Yeah, every now and again, though, you get bangers out of it, though. Like,
There's some bangers.
Max Keeble's Big Move. That's a banger.
You mean just in general out of children's television?
Children's television movies.
Okay, I thought you meant like there was a banger every now and again out of the High School Musical recital.
No.
You didn't have any standout tracks?
No, there were no standout
what
tracks.
Are those songs?
They were all bad.
I know I've heard some of those songs, but I can't think of any of the...
There's like the "We're all in this together,"
yeah,
right?
That
one.
That's a classic. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the one where
Don't
they're playing back?
Too much. We'll get
Fuck
caught.
it. We'll get out of here. Yeah. School play transition straight up transitions to the school play episode. I'm like, I remember this episode because the
I remember this half.
Fucking,
for sure.
I don't remember the first half so much, but I remember the second half. That's it. That is true. That's what you're saying.
Well, the second half is,
Maybe
it's
stronger?
pretty standout. Corbin Bleu?
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more unique.
Theater?
Because the whole thing is centered around backstage. The vibe backstage at a play. We were both in stage crew.
Ooh.
We know that fucking vibe, dude.
Yeah, Stagecraft
We never worked a live event.
No, never. Not a single time. And I think that was for the best because I think that he knew at the end of the day, he understood that I didn't care about the class.
By he, you mean Mr. Howard.
Yeah, Mr. Hunt. He had the ponytail. He wore all black.
He was made of leather. Yes.
I couldn't tell you what he looks like his face. I would never recognize him.
It was a meaty face. It was a very meaty face. Meaty and British.
Yeah, okay.
If you can picture that.
I essentially fucked around
like a face
99% of the time.
That's what you do. That's what you do. It's an elective.
And Cookie wants to be Romeo.
Yes, he does. He wants to be the center of attention, which is funny because...
As always.
Because who is Juliet but Suzie, right?
Yes, Suzie.
So you
which
think...
is not good for Ned because Ned is purely a stagecraft man. He's building the sets. He's moving stuff around, being screamed at by the people higher up, You
would think Ned would want to be Romeo, but Cookie wants to be Romeo. Is Ned okay with...
Ned doesn't want to act. Ned's not a thespian.
But if Ned is like, if someone's going to kiss Suzie, that's not me, it's going to be Cook.
Well, it's a weird scenario that he would want his friend to do it. But I guess he feels so unthreatened by Cookie that he's like Cookie is essentially it's like kissing a wall.
I'm on paper in a relationship with Suzie still. On paper.
Yes.
We know that Suzie, is somewhat erratic, somewhat in a state of flux emotionally.
Yeah, but these days, she's
got her shit a little bit more together.
She's more stable than ever.
I'll give her that.
I think Ned is the one that's all over the place.
You're right. Ned is very jealous. Very jealous.
Yes. And not it's not healthy or good.
Yeah. Comb Over Man, the professor teacher that is Mr. Comb Over, whatever we call him, he's got a nice...
Yeah, he is the music theory teacher.
Also the music theater teacher.
Apparently, yeah, just the theater. He's the director.
He's the head thespian.
Yeah, head thez.
Wearing a three-piece...
And Moze is the stage manager.
Yes, the stage manager under him. He's wearing a three-piece pimp suit, I'll call it.
It is dope. It's like peach and yellow.
He's
right?
not wearing a tie though. He's got a three-piece suit with no tie.
Yeah, no tie. He doesn't need the tie.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I would say that's valid. That's fair. Yeah, Moze is the stage manager. That's fitting. Makes sense.
Yes. She's bossy. She likes to tell people what to do, you know.
But Ned is like...
She's organized.
Kind of at the head of the episode, Ned is like, wardrobe, stage hands, stage manager, lighting. Where are you going to slot in to the production? It's like, well, some people aren't going to be involved at all. That's for sure.
Yeah, they didn't mention the people in the audience at all.
It was all parents and shit in the audience.
Who just enjoys art, you know?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like who goes to the play? You can go to the play even as a student, but like to be involved with the production of the play, you've got to have a passion inside of you, man.
Like I saw one play in high school.
I was like one time in the pit. I played guitar in one of them. Half-ass a little bit. Yeah, I did. I wasn't able to read the sheet music. That wasn't happening. But
You weren't able to read the music?
No, I can't do that.
Nice.
I could read the chord, but not the notes.
So you were just like playing music?
Some of it, you'd half-ass. That was what prevented me from doing any more of them, because some of them are pretty crazy. The music is like too involved.
Did they like call you out at all? Were they like you don't?
No one else. I think what happened for the one that I did was like no one else auditioned, and then I was like asked to do it. You know?
They were like, "We know you know how to play guitar." Dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're like, "Man, aren't you a really good guitarist?" And you're like, "Yeah, but I can't. I won't know how to play the music you're telling me about."
Yeah.
Damn.
Spencer is actually the name of the guy that Cordon Bleu is playing.
Yeah, Corbin Blue. Cordon Bleu. How is that not his name?
It's got to be like a reference to it, at least.
You think that's a stage name he uses?
Yeah, it's like Le Chiffre Cordon Bleu.
Let's see what he was. Corbin Bleu was born Corbin Blue Rivers.
Okay.
Or Reavers. So I mean that's his name. His parents just were pulling a laugh, you know. They were pulling
Corbin Bleu.
They were just fucking around.
It's a good name. It's a showbiz name.
It is. And he is hell bent on kissing Suze.
Yes. Well, he
is so driven by it.
I think to be fair, he is more fair. He's more driven by the success of being a successful actor, and he thinks that having a good kiss on stage with Moze is a vehicle for him to launch it
with Suzie.
It's not. Yes, with Suzie. Sorry. Yes, having a kiss with Suzie on stage is going to be his vehicle to success. I don't think that he is attracted to her.
No, but I think he also gets a certain sick joy out of ruining a relationship. Because he is constantly going up to Ned and just being like, is being like, she will never forget our kiss. It's this like, kiss will be and Ned is like, damn, what the fuck?
The kiss will make her wet, Ned.
Yeah, that is what he says.
It's terrible. He
uncensored.
And Ned is like, that fucking cocksucker. We've got to fuck him up. And so he, coerces Cookie, obviously.
So he takes a chain and breaks the Corbin Blue's kneecaps.
To be
At
fair,
least he should have.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. He like bites his ear off. What they do, Cookie and Ned both
him and Gordy torture him in the janitor closet.
They commandeer the horse costume, which has been occupied by the bullies, Crony and Buzz.
No, Buzz and
Oh, but it's Buzz and
Loomer.
Loomer. It's just Buzz and Loomer. That's right. Crony isn't involved.
Crony's nowhere to be seen. He's gone.
That's right.
Oh no, he's doing costumes. Never mind. They showed him for a split second at the beginning.
Yeah. How do they like take the costume away from Crony and Gordy? I mean, from Crony. And
They give him
Buzz?
$5. They give him $5. Remember? Because then he's like
straight up.
Then he's like, look at it. They're like $5.
Yeah. So they straight up bribe them. Get the horse costume.
Yeah.
Now it's Ned and Cookie and the horse.
Meanwhile, by the way, we didn't mention there is about 1,000 intermissions because Ned tries to destroy the play 100 different times.
Sabotaging, yeah. And Moze keeps having to go on the intercom. It'll be just a short intermission.
Yeah, it was so funny when she did that too. Just grab the mic. It's so clear. It's so good. Yeah, so they get in the horse costume and they start to fight Cordon Bleu.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they break him up.
Spencer.
What do? They beat him.
Yeah,
they beat the shit out. They like kick him over, right?
Well, they charge at him and then Cookie falls out and then it's just Ned. And Ned is charging at him back and forth. And then he busts down he destroys the set.
The whole set. Yeah.
Suzie falls out of the balcony and lands on Corbin. And then Ned's just left standing there in a horse costume like, oops. You know, as the fucking stage is falling down.
Yeah, curtains close. Right, exactly.
And then that's when Moze does her quick. There will be a brief intermission.
Yes, there's some shit that happens. There's some banana peels that are thrown on stage to try to slip up Corbin. That happens.
Yes, there is a log that attempts to be swung into Corbin.
Yes, it's a log. It's like you hold the log back and swing it across like it's a booby trap. And like knock the person in the line of the log.
Yeah, like really
the
knock them. Like
just,
if they were hit,
you're gonna break their hips.
Several ribs.
You're gonna break their hips. It's hitting them right in the hips.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
But it misses him because Moze has this dope like cane routine that like you'd see in like vaudeville.
Cane, exactly.
Yeah.
Comes in, saves him. Gordy comes backstage after a certain point, dressed like a Hollywood pimp.
The pencil mustache.
The
clean, fresh suit.
Turtleneck. A medallion.
Yes. He's oozing money. He's probably got like a Gucci perfume on.
It was a very clean look. It was a very Gordy look in a way.
I want to say he even rented like a Maserati or like a Bentley outside. He rented one just for the night.
He's wearing silk underpants.
Because you know he's about to pick up some floozies after this.
Yeah, he's going out on the town. He's
going out on the town. He's not going to let this look go to waste.
My name's Gordon.
This is after hours. He's doing this for a couple of kids he has a couple jokes with during the day, you know?
And can we say real quick that Corbin, whatever his name is, Le Cordon Bleu, he's a fucking, he's a climber. He's just fucking trying to get clout. Okay?
He is just trying to get clout, yeah.
That's his whole shit in the episode, is he's trying to get that status.
Yeah, because they try to pull him away to Hollywood, but then when like a super fan, aka Moze, dressed up like, you know, I guess a small child, says that he needs to finish the play, that she's a super fan, he goes back and finishes the play, says Hollywood can wait. You know, the man is just chasing after the attention, the fame, the clout, etc.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, I mean, did we talk about Ned? He's Ned alone in a horse costume, just destroying the set.
Yeah.
Like a bull.
Yeah,
like a bull in a china shop. Everybody gets bustled away in the end in a stretcher.
Yes, and then to be able to cover the play is Cookie as Juliet and Ned as Romeo. Because the show must go on. That is the whole thing. That is Moze's whole shtick. The show must go on.
She's very dedicated.
She is, and you have to respect it. The scene that they pick up on too is the kiss scene. So like, they almost kiss. They do the thing. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's throwing shit at them. Everybody's like, "You guys are losers." They're about to kiss.
Yeah.
And that's about it, honestly.
That is kind of like Cookie is...
I think that this episode was pretty good. I think it was... I think I liked it a little bit more than the last episode. I think I'm going to give it a 7.5. 7.5. Out of 10 ski. 10 weasels.
Yeah, I gave the last one 6.5. Or no, 7.5.
No, you gave the last one a 7.
7.5. I'm looking at... Yeah. So, I mean, this one, I feel like I have to give like a 7 and a 7.5. Let's do that.
Which one are you giving it?
7.75.
Okay, right on. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think this episode was pretty solid. I think it was decent, It was enjoyable. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. It was.
Both halves.
Yeah. Hopefully it shows and proves to be a return to form for Ned. The show,
yes.
Generally speaking.
Yes.
And we'll just continue to carry on from here with onward and upward,
Hell yeah, dude. And we'll catch you guys for the next Ned pod. Make sure you follow
at
Harbor_boys on Instagram.
Yeah, and is it the Harbor Boys or Harbor Boys on YouTube?
On what?
Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, you know where it is.
It's youtube.com/c/the Harbor Boys, right?
You're going to want to subscribe to it. You're going to want to like it. You're going to want to subscribe to it. But also hit up Daniel_Curtis_Lee. Hit up Devin Works Harder. Pinky Pinkston. All the people, any cast member you can hit up possibly and be like, hey, there's this podcast. These guys are doing a good job. They're going to the show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because we desperately, more than anything, want them on the show.
That'd be tight.
That's what I'm going to say.
But we'll catch you guys for the next Ned pod where we discuss, hopefully, the next episode in order to this one.
According to air date.
If not, it will be the air date.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, guys. Go watch some Ned pod.